A contract will be start from the word offer, right? If one person is offering, suppose if Nisha ma'am is offering that I want to purchase this CIB new selection batch. So Nisha ma'am is offering and Adda is accepting. So offer in the second term, we will call it proposal. So offer in the next term, we will call it the proposal. So offer is equal to proposal. So what is offer? When one person signify to another, it means in the offer there must be two persons. Suppose X and Y is two persons. So one person signify to another his willingness to do and to abstain from doing. To do means positive act and abstain means not. Suppose I'm just giving you the example of to do, right? So example of to do, just like the example of CIB selection batch, you want to purchase it. So that is a positive act. And what is abstain? Abstain means I will not sell my black car, but I will sell my blue car. So not sell my black car, that is a negative term. So abstain means in legal term not to do. What is abstain? That is not to do. So this is the simple concept of the term abstain. So what is written? When one person signify to another his willingness to do and abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining assent. What is assent? Assent means when opposite party reply. So X want a reply from Y. So Y will give assent to that such act and abstent, that is called proposal. So this is the legal term, but you know the definition of proposal now, that what is offer. If Nikita ma'am is offering, I just want to sell my this pencil. So that my language is simple, and in the paid class also I have just used that language, but this is the legal language. This is the definition of proposal that is written in the your Bare Act. Bare Act means where all the sections are written in the systematic way. So this is the exact definition of the term, that is proposal. That's it. So I think this definition is clear to all of you that what is exact the proposal, isn't it? So I think no doubt in the term proposal. Okay, so in the simple language you can say when one person offer to another, that is called proposal. That's it. Okay guys, this is called proposal. Okay, so this is your particular word. Okay, proposal. That's it. So I think now this is clear to all of you that what is proposal. Okay, so you can just relate this language. That's why I always used to use a very simple language. Okay, so this is the simple language that is I used in the paid class. Okay, so I think this definition is clear to all of you. Next, after offer, the opposite party will accept it, right? Now, so in the B section, and no need to learn the section guys, no need to learn the section. In B, promise is written, accepted is written. So what is accepted? When the person to whom proposal is made, when the person to whom proposal is made signify his assent. Assent means opposite party will say, yes, I want to purchase your car. This is called when the proposal is given assent by the another person, that is called accepted. And what is promise? The promise is basically when proposal is accepted, that equal to promise. When proposal is accepted guys, that is equal to promise. So this is the simple term of this one. That is clear? Yes guys, proposal plus acceptance is equal to promise. I think 3 terms we have done: proposal, acceptance, and that is the promise, right? So in the, if you just remember the formula of contract, so offer plus acceptance is equal to promise. Promise in legal term, we will call it promise. In legal term, we just called it what? Promise agreement. In agreement, when the law will enforce, that is equal to what? Contract. So this is the formula that we have discussed in the Indian Contract Act. Is that okay? Right? Now, next one. What is promisor? That is so simple. Nikita ma'am is offering to sell her car. So the person making the proposal is called promisor. The person accepting the proposal is called promisee. See. So Nikita ma'am is the promisor and the opposite party is called promisee. Done? Okay. So this is promisor and promisee. So very important terms are there. Done, guys? Now, oh my God, what is this? This is consideration. And see the definition that is written in your act. This is the definition of consideration. When at the desire of the promise. First of all, see the definition, because what I have teach you, what is consideration? Consideration means what I have teach you, something for something. Something for something, that is called what? Consideration, right now. So consideration here means when at the desire of the promiser, promisee, or any other person has done and abstained. What is this? This is past consideration. Does and abstain. This is present. Okay. Does or abstain from doing and promises to do and abstain from doing. That is future. So consideration means in simple language something for something. If you purchase the batch is your consideration, and for Adda you have given the money. Money is the consideration for that one. So this is what consideration, that in contract each party required something for something. I will not give you anything in a free of cost. You have to pay me something for that one. You have to pay me something. So consideration is basically, that is something for something. That's it. Is that okay? Something for something, that is called consideration. Okay. X want to sell car to Y person. So X is sending car to Y person and Y is giving money for that. So this car and this money is the consideration in this contract. Is that okay? So this is the exact definition of this one. Next, what is agreement? So guys, agreement is nothing. Just see the formula. Offer plus acceptance is equal to promise. Promise in legal term is called agreement plus law enforceability. So this is agreement. So this is the exact definition of the term agreement, that when offer is accepted, that is called agreement. But this agreement, what is? Every promise, what is written in the legal term, every promise and every set of promises. It means one person promise, second person also promise, forming the consideration, and in this promise you must require consideration, that is called agreement. And in the Indian contract, guys, as you know that there are various type of agreement. The first is legal agreement. Okay, this is a legal agreement. And then social agreement and religious agreement, but we only have to study the legal agreement. That's it. So legal agreement is basically what? In which the consideration will be there from the both side. So here every promise and set of promises That is called this. Because in social agreement, if one person will not fulfill the promise, we cannot file the case. In the religious agreement also, we cannot file the case if one person is not doing the fulfilling the things. Okay, but in the legal agreement, if you will not give me my money na, and I have already given you my car, so in that case I can file a suit. So this is called agreement. So in the Indian Contract Act, we only have to study about the legal agreement, because when the legal agreement will be enforced now, then it will be converted into the term contract. That's so I think this definition is clear to all of you right now. Every definition is important, every definitions, right? Now next one. Next one is, what is reciprocal promise? X and Y is there now. X is making promises and Y is also making promise. Y is also making promises. So what is this? The promises which form the consideration or the part of consideration for each other, that is called reciprocal promises. This is called reciprocal promises. Is that okay? Reciprocal promise means the promises from both sides. That is called reciprocal promise. And guys, if you just not understand any legal term now, so please write down in the comment box, because regularly the session will be go on regularly. So please do not forget it. Right? This is called reciprocal promise. Next. What is this? This is void agreement. As you know that void agreement. So there are types of agreement. Void means what? That is null or zero. This is called void. So agreement, what is written? An agreement not enforceable by law is said to be void. An agreement not enforceable by law is said to be void. This is called void agreement. See, null, void. I'm just giving you the one best example. Suppose if any minor is there. If any minor is there and that minor, okay, if make any contract. So first of all, the minor cannot make an agreement. If minor is doing an agreement, that agreement will, from the initial stage, that will be the void ab initio. So minor is the best example. Suppose an unsound mind is making any agreement. So that agreement is void ab initio. So that is the best example to understand. Is that okay? Done, guys? So this is your particular void agreement. Done? Next, what is contract? So I think this is the best example. An agreement enforceable by law. That is simply written. That is called what? Contract. So what I have told you, offer plus acceptance. Now I will not write the term promise. That is equal to agreement. So this agreement is just like this agreement. So agreement, so understand, this is offer plus acceptance. When enforceable by law is equal to contract. So this is the best example to understand the definition of the term contract. Right, guys? Now, what is voidable contract? Voidable contract. C class. X and Y is there. X is doing fraud with Y. X is saying that I have 2 bungalow, but actually X has only 1 bungalow. And X give a bungalow that's not belong to the Y person. So in that case, what will happen? X is doing fraud. So if X person is doing fraud, it means suppose Y by mistakenly sign the contract. He have given the 50 lakh rupees for that bungalow. But now when Y get to know that this is not the bungalow of X, So in that case, what will happen? Y have a right only to breach the contract. Y have a right to breach the contract because the fraud is done by X person. So Y is doing fraud. So Y X is doing fraud. X will not breach the contract, violate the contract, but Y will do. Because X have done fraud, that's why Y now just want to breach the contract. He will apply to the court, file the case to the court, and the court will now order X person to pay some compensation to the Y person and give 50 lakh rupees back to the Y person. So the contract in which only one party have right to breach the contract, this is called voidable contract. A very simple definition. So if any contract is done by fraud, if any contract is done by coercion, if any contract is done by undue influence, if any contract is done by misrepresentation, so in all the four cases, the contract will be breached by only one party. That's it. And this is the last definition, guys. What is void contract? Right now we have done with the void agreement. So agreement always come before contract. So we know that void agreement is always void ab initio, the contract done by minor and this one unsound person, etc. But void contract means agreement is done, but it will be breach. A best example I'm giving you. I have just demand 100 kg of potato from a shopkeeper. When shopkeeper was sending that potato, and I have already given the advance for that potato. When the shopkeeper was sending that potato through the truck now, earthquake come and the truck just fell into the river. Now this 100 kg of potato sunk in the river. So now this contract is possible. The contract is possible. The answer is no. So the void contract is basically that in initial stage it is valid, but later on it is what? It is valid and later on this is void. This is called voidable contract. In initial stage it is valid, but in later on it is void, because that is not possible. Why it is void? Because later on it is not possible when the potato sunk in the river. The first is, please focus on paid batch content. Focus on paid batch content. This is very important. Do not forget to revise this content, because 90% students do not revise the content. So there is a no use if you do not revise the content. Third one is, after that, whatever questions I am giving you in the live session, please do that question. Please do that question. Mock paper is available, so kindly do the mock paper. After that, do not skip your YT session. So if you follow these things now, definitely you will crack your exam. So that's why, guys, this module, why I always start any paid batch or in the YT session also from the module D, because module D and module C, that is a very important from the examination point of view. So now see, module D, Indian Partnership Act. Before starting this act, I would like to say you that Indian contract that was of 1872, 2 act has been removed from this act. Indian Partnership Act and your SOGA Act 1930. So these 2 acts removed from the
Indian Contract Act. Why? Because the cases of partnership, the cases of sales of good act, so many things are, coming in front of the court. So that's why they have just removed these two acts from the Indian Contract Act. Okay. Now, in Indian Partnership Act, what exactly this is? What is act of a firm? Act of a firm. Now see, before starting this concept, suppose partner 1, partner 2, partner 3. 3 partners are there in the partnership firm, right? 3 partners are there in the partnership firm. So what, suppose if P2 is doing business with this company. So if P2 is doing business, so as we know that the concept of agency applied in the partnership firm. If any wrongful act is done by P2, every partner is liable. If any profit is done by P2, the profit is distributed among the partners. So this is the crux of your partnership firm. So partners basically do what? Business in the partnership firm. Okay, they just do the business. So this is the complete P1, P2 and P3 partners. Okay, so what is act of the firm? And always remember, if these are the partners, so the partners have to do business in the name of partnership firm. In the name of partnership firm. So this is very important. So what is act of the firm? Act of the firm means any act, omission. What is act? To do. Omission, not to do. By all the partners or by any other partner, agent of the firm, which give rise to the right enforceable by and against the firm. So act of the firm means if the partners are doing business in the name of partnership firm, it is called act of the firm in a simple language. Okay, in a simple language. Done class, this is called act of the firm. Now, what is business? See class, if anyone, suppose MacD and the Burger King, they both are partners. This is the reality. So there are so many examples that are the partners. Okay, if I just show you the more examples of partner, just a minute. Examples of partnership. You can see this is the examples of partnership. See, let me show you the examples of partnership. See, these are the examples of partners. They are partners. GoPro and Red Bull. It's BMW and Louis Vuitton, Uber and Spotify, Apple and MasterCard. So these are the Nike and Apple. So these are the examples of partnership. Okay. Now, so what is business? In every partnership firm class, they have to do the business. So business include every trade. Okay. It includes every trade, occupation and profession. This is called business. This is called class as a business. See, is that okay? So business include every trade, occupation and profession. That's it. Done. Now, what is registrar? So before going through the definition of registrar, we know that if we talk about the registration, right? So in registration, it is optional. It is optional for the partnership firm whether to register or not register. If the partnership firm is not registered, so there are various consequences. They cannot demand any loan or just go to the bank, because bank always deal with the registered firm. So there are few negative consequence that is given in section 69 of the Indian partnership, but we do not have to focus on this one. So what is registrar? So registrar include registrar, deputy registrar and assistant registrar. 3 registrar are there. So these things, that's always come in the form of question. These things always come in the form of questions, guys. Okay, so this is a registrar. Now, what is third party? So third party is basically, what is third party? Suppose partnership firm is there and they just do business with that X party. So this X is called third party. So the third party is used in relation to a firm or to the partners therein, means any person who is not a partners in the firm. That's it. So that third party is not the partner. Got it? Third party is not the partner. Now, what is partnership? This is very important definition. The question can come in the form of that question. In this one, 3 definitions are there. No, 4 definitions. The first is, what is partnership? The first is, guys, what is partnership? Second, what are partners? What is firm? And what is firm name? So there are 4 definitions that we have to study. So what is partnership? So partnership is the relation between person who have agreed to share the profit of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. This is called partnership definition. In this definition, loss is not written, but it doesn't mean for loss the partners are not liable. They are liable. Okay. What is partners? Person who have entered into the partnership with one another, that is called partners. What is firm? The partners collectively, that is called partnership firm. This is very important. The partners collectively, that is called partnership firm. And firm name, the name under which their business is carried, this is called firm name. That's it. Is that okay, class? Done? So this is your partnership definition. That's very important. Now, Sales of Good Act. What exactly the Sales of Good Act means? They basically deal with the movable property. Movable property, seller, and that is the buyer. So this is the exact, the crux of this Sales of Good Act. So now let's start with the first one. What is buyer? Buyer means the person who buy and agree to buy. What is agree to buy? This is your future sale. And this is your present sale. That's it. See? This is your present sale. Done? What is delivery? Delivery means voluntarily transfer of possession from one person to another. So there is a difference between the possession and your ownership. So what is possession class? Possession means that is called possession, and ownership, you have a absolute right. This is called ownership. C class. This is very important. This is very important. The ownership, possession. So the delivery is actually the voluntarily, without any pressure, we are transferring the possession from one person. And if once possession is transferred and the buyer have paid the full price, then ownership will be automatically transferred. That's it. Okay. Now, what is class? Deliverable state. So deliverable state means when they are in such a state that the buyer would under contract be bound to take delivery. This is called deliverable state. The buyer would under the contract be bound to take delivery of them. This is called what? Deliverable state. That is important. That is important, right? What is document of title to goods? Suppose if any paper is there, my property is there. If I just want to sell my property, so I have to show my document to the person, to the buyer. If I will show the title of my document, so he will be assured that yes, Nikita ma'am is the owner of this property. So document of title includes, it means whatever the example now I will give you, so these examples are called as the document of title to goods. So what are the examples that include in this one? See, bill of lading, dock warrant. Suppose if my goods are in the sea, so through sea, if import and export is there, so I have to make this document. Warehouse keeper certificate, wharfinger certificate, railway receipt, multimodal transport documents, warrant, order for delivery of goods, or any other document used in the ordinary course of business as a proof of possession and control of goods, and authorizing and purporting to authorize either by endorsement. Endorsement means by signing the documents, or by delivery the possessor of document to transfer or receive the goods. So guys, this is what the documents of title to goods. This is very important. Whatever example that I have given you, every example is important. Okay, so you have to suppose in this is important one. Why this is important? Because suppose if any question come that what includes document of title, so this question can become in the form of question. So you have to at least learn all these things. Done? Now, what is future goods? The goods to be manufactured or produced or acquired by the seller after making of the contract of sale. Future goods. One is present, second is future goods. That's it. Okay. Now, what is goods? This is important. Goods means any movable property. What is movable property? The property which can be moved from one place to another place. So movable property, okay, includes stock, share. This is also movable. Growing crops movable, grass movable, things attached to and forming the part of land. It means suppose tree. The best example of this one is tree. Tree, as we know that is immovable property because this is attached. But when it is severed. Severed means where it is cut, it become the movable property. So whatever I have highlighted from the yellow, this is your what? Movable. And what not include? Actionable claim and money. What is money? The currency which is going on, 2000 note, 500 note, that is called money. Money will not come under goods. The old currency, please class, note it down. The old currency include immovable, but the currency which is going on not include. And what is actionable claim? Actionable claim is basically the claim that is for the unsecured debt. This is called actionable claim. So I think the definition is clear. See, next, what is insolvent? What is insolvent? So insolvent means basically, see, insolvent means the person who has ceased to pay his debt in the ordinary course of business. That is called insolvent. If the court declare that person insolvent, that is called bankruptcy. So this is the difference between bankruptcy and insolvent. What is mercantile agent? The mercantile agent is the agent whose work is to sell the goods, buy the goods for the seller. So this is the exact definition of the term agent. Okay class, so this is all for, okay, price. Money consideration, because in the sale, seller is giving goods, buyer is giving price. The price should be in the form of money only. What is property? General property in goods. What is quality of goods? It includes their states and condition. Quality. We always want a good quality of goods. Seller who sell and agree to sell, present future. Specific goods, the goods which is identified. It means out of the 50 types of rice, I just want basmati rice. So basmati, specific one. That's it. So guys, this is all for today's class. So this is your Sankalp what? Selection batch. My class is going to be start from 22nd of September. Okay. In the live class, you will get the paid class, live interactive. If you miss that paid class now, you can see the recorded session also. You will get the mock paper. You will get ebooks for that thing. And every Saturday, alternate Saturday, the doubt session will be there. In this batch, you will not get the elective subject video courses, but you can separately purchase the video courses. But if you want everything in a single batch, so you can purchase this CAIIB ka Mahapack. In the CAIIB ka Mahapack, everything is included. In the CAIIB ka Mahapack, you can say it will cover the November-December session, May-June session. Whatever the batches that we will launch included. Practice set questions, marathon, ebooks, mock paper, video courses of elective paper. Everything is included in the CAIIB ka Mahapack. So if you want to enroll it, you have to use the coupon code that is PREP80 for the maximum discount. So that's all for today's class. Have a nice day. Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Officers Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. So we are doing the definition terms, right? So today we are going to finish the definition terms of the Transfer of Property Act. But before starting the definition act, so what we have read in the TP Act, and suppose if you have not attended any paid class, so there are few things that you have to remember while covering the definition portion of this act. Okay, so exactly what we have to study in this act. The first one is mortgage, right? The second one is your sale of immovable property. These are the topic that we have to cover in the TP Act. Okay, the third one is your lease, and the fourth one is your actionable claim. Okay, in the mortgage we also have to focus on the types of mortgage. So those candidates who have not taken any paid batch, okay, so your new paid batch is already started from the 4th of September, in which my subject is going to be start from 22nd of September. So if you want to join this, you have to use the code that is PREP77 for the maximum discount. Okay, so in this act class you have to study these four concepts: what is mortgage, what is sales of immovable property, what is lease, and what is actionable claim. So these are the only 4 points that you have to study in the Transfer of Property Act. So as we know that class, the Sales of Goods Act, right? The Sales of Good Act basically deal with the movable property, right? Now deal with the movable property, and this TP Act deal with the immovable property. So this is very important to understand, right? Now let's start with the definition terms. Number one, what is immovable property? Immovable property that does not include the standing timber, growing crops and grass. So in one way, if we say what is immovable property, so this is basically the property which we cannot transfer by hand by one place to another place. By one place to another place. This is your immovable property. So you can say does not include standing timber. What is standing timber? Suppose a tree is there. If we cut the tree, so the branches, that is known as the timber. So standing timber is a movable property. Growing crops and the grass is the movable property till it is not severed from the earth. Is that okay? So this is the definition of immovable property. That's it. And what is movable property? The property which we can transfer from one place to another, that is called movable property, which we can see, which we can touch. Immovable also, just like land, your house. So these are the example of land, house, example of immovable property. Okay, so I think this definition is clear to all of you. What is immovable property? Now, what is instrument? Instrument means non-testamentary instrument. What exactly this? First of all, instrument is basically the document. What is instrument? That is the document. Is that okay? Done? There's the one word, testamentary. What is testamentary? Testamentary means transfer of property through the will. And when will be executed? When the person will be dead, after dead, when the document will be executed, this is called testamentary. This is called testamentary. And non-testamentary, the basic example of non-testamentary is called, see, example, sale deed, right? Gift deed, sale deed, gift deed, mortgage deed, etc. So this is the example of the term non-testamentary. Is that clear, class? Okay, so just try to understand each word in a very clear manner so that you cannot forget in the future. Okay, next one. What is attested? You know, when any document is there, suppose if Nikita ma'am is transferring the property to the, Nikita ma'am is transferring the property to the, suppose, Shala ma'am. Right, Shala ma'am? In that case, what will happen? This document will be attested by at least 2 witnesses or more. So what is the requirement of 2 witnesses? So these witnesses are basically the evidence. Okay, these witnesses are basically the evidence which they can say that yes, Nikita ma'am have transferred the property to the Shala ma'am. And if immovable property we are transferring, that cannot be done in a verbally manner. It should be done in the written format. So this is called attested in a simple language. Now, what is written in the this one? In relation to the instrument means shall be deemed always to have meant attested by 2 or more witnesses. This line is important. Guys, this line is important. 2 or more witnesses, not only 2, but at least 2 witnesses, or it can be more witnesses. Okay, each of whom has been executed signed, they have to sign, affix his mark. Suppose that person is not able to sign, he can just thumbprint in the paper, or seen some other person sign the instrument in the presence and by direction of the executant. They have to sign in the presence and direction of the executant, or has received from the executant a personal acknowledgement. Okay, personal acknowledgement of his signature and mark, or the signature of such other person. So this is your what? Attested. So no need to learn everything. So what is the main crux of this attestment is at least 2 or more witnesses are required for this thing. That's it, class. Okay, so this is your complete sentence, that is attestment. Is that okay? Done, guys? Okay, now the next one. What is registered? Register means register in, what is this? Register means register in part of the territories to which this act extend under the law for time being in the force regulation of the registration of document. It means every document, whether it is sale deed, mortgage deed, it have to be registered. This is important. It have to be registered. That's it. This is the main crux of register. Done. What is attached to the earth? Attached to the earth means the things which is rooted in the earth, which is embedded in the earth, which is attached to what is so embedded for the permanent beneficiary enjoyment. So this is the 3 things. So just like attached to the earth is basically just like tree, land, it's a pole. So there are so many examples that is attached to the earth. This is called attached to the earth. See, these are very, very much important contents. Very much important contents. Done? Okay, next. What is actionable claim? This topic we have to study in the concept also. Okay, so what exactly the actionable claim is? So guys, actionable claim, in which I can easily say the claim, this is the claim for unsecured debt. Now see what is written here. Actionable claim means a claim to the any debt other than debt secured. What is debt secured? If the borrower have given any property, movable or immovable, as a security, so that creditor and lender is known as the secured creditor and lender. But actionable claim always claim for the unsecured debt. See? So what is written in the theme? That a claim to any debt other than debt secured by mortgage of immovable property or by hypothecation, pledge of movable property, or any beneficial interest in the movable property not in possession. It means we cannot claim actionable claim in this example. See? Okay? So this is your actionable claim. So this topic is important, so you can easily understand, just like your education loan, your personal loan. In these types of loan, we cannot, you can say these are not the secured loan. These are the unsecured loan. So in the unsecured loan, if any person is claiming, that is called actionable claim. Okay, so this is your important topic. Now, what is sale? That is very important. Suppose this is my property. This is a land, right? If Nikita ma'am, Nikita ma'am sell that land to Vinitha ma'am. So what will happen in that case, guys? See, in that case, Nikita ma'am is actually transferring the ownership to the Vinitha ma'am, and for that Vinitha ma'am is giving for that land 1 crore rupees, because the price of the land is 1 crore rupees. So this is called sale, and for that sale it should be in the written form, it should be attested, it should be registered. So these are the important things that we have to do while sell any immovable property. So see what is written here. Sale is the transfer of ownership in exchange for a price. This is the price. Okay, price, paid, promise or part paid, and part promise. This is called sale. Yes, guys. Any doubt? Any doubt, class? Hanji class, any doubt in this sale? Okay, so I think that is clear to all of you. Done? Now, what is mortgage? This is your section 58. What is this? This is section 58, which talks about mortgage, mortgager, mortgagee, mortgage money, mortgage deed. Excellent. Okay, so I'm just giving you a very beautiful diagram to understand the term mortgage in the sale. Okay, so I think that is clear to all of you. Done? Now, what is mortgage? This is your section 58. What is this? This is section 58, which talks about mortgage, mortgager, mortgagee, mortgage money, mortgage deed. Excellent. Okay, so I'm just giving you a very beautiful diagram to understand the term mortgage. Nikita ma'am is there. Nikita ma'am want money from the bank. Bank have given Nikita ma'am 15 lakh rupees, and for that 15 lakh, Nikita ma'am is giving the document of the land, because the land we cannot placed from one place to another. So that's why Nikita ma'am will give the document of the land as a security. So this land I have given to the bank as a security. So guys, in that case, you can see here, Nikita ma'am is called mortgager. Bank is called mortgagee. Okay. Bank is mortgagee. Nikita ma'am is mortgager. This is your mortgage money. Okay. And for this mortgage, we require this is mortgage deed. This contract should be done in the document. Okay. So this is the complete what? This one. Okay. Now, what is mortgage? Yeah, as you can see, transfer of an interest in specific immovable property for the purpose of securing the payment of money advance or to be advanced by the way of loan, existing or future debt, or the performance of an engagement which may give rise to the pecuniary liability. This is called mortgage. What is mortgager? The transferor is called mortgager. The transferee, that is called mortgagee. Mortgage money, the principal money and the interest which payment is secure for the time being called mortgage money. It means 15 lakh plus whatever the interest that Nikita ma'am have to give. This is called mortgage money. And the mortgage deed, as you can easily see that, the instrument by which the transfer is effected, that is called mortgage deed. So this is the best example to understand. This is the best example to understand the term mortgage. Okay guys, so I think this is clear to all of you. Done? What is lease? That is also very simple example. Lease is basically, suppose this is the flat. Okay, this is the flat. This flat belongs to Nikita ma'am. Nikita ma'am have just give this flat. This is a 4 flat. Okay, number 1, number 2, 3, 4. Nikita ma'am have given this flat to the Suraj sir for the just to stay. So Nikita ma'am is actually given possession. Okay, she actually given possession to Suraj sir, and for that Suraj sir is giving suppose 30,000 as a rent. So this is called class lease. What is the basic difference between lease and license? License is for the particular period. Suppose a driving license for the 10 year, 15 year. But basically lease is for the perpetual period. Suppose if we want to purchase a flat, it is not possible to us to give the 4 crore rupees at a time. So we will just give the EMI. So what is this? If we just started to give EMI, it means that particular owner will give the possession. And when we pay the full price, then the Nikita ma'am is the real owner. So this is called class lease. So lease, you can say, lease of immovable property is transfer of right to enjoy. Suraj sir can enjoy my property. Okay, made for the certain period, express or implied, in perpetuity, in consideration of the price paid, promised money or share of crops etc. Transferor, Nikita ma'am is leaser, Suraj sir is leasy. Premium, the price. This is your 30,000 is premium, or the money share service, whatever, that's the rent. Okay, money share service, other things to be rendered, that is called rent. So this is the exact example of the term lease. What is exchange? Exchange is basically when one person give ownership to the another person, and another person is also giving ownership to this person. It means no transfer of price. No transfer of price from one side. X person is giving something, Y person is giving something. This is called exchange under the TP Act. See, when two person mutually transfer the ownership of one thing for the ownership of another, neither things, both things being money, you cannot exchange the money. No. Okay? This is called exchange. And what is gift? Gift is so simple. If this is the immovable property, Nikita ma'am is transferring. Nikita ma'am is giving this property, this land, as a gift to the X person. So gift means X person will give nothing to Nikita ma'am. It is the voluntary decision that Nikita ma'am have done. So gift is the transfer of certain existing movable or immovable property made voluntarily and without consideration by one person. Nikita ma'am is called donor and X person is called donee. Okay, Nikita ma'am is called donor and X person is called donee. Okay, now let's start with the definition terms. The first is appellant tribunal. What is appellant? In which we can appeal. Suppose class NCLT. What is this? National Company Law Tribunal. If any dispute of LLP, first of all, we have to file the case in the NCLT. And suppose we are not satisfied with the decision of NCLT, then we have to file the case in NCLAT. So what is this? This is the appellant tribunal. This is the higher authority than NCLT. Just like DRT is there, we have to file the case to the DRAT. So DRT to DRAT. So this is also what your appellate tribunal. So this is basically lower than this one. If we are not satisfied with this one, we can file the appeal to the appellate tribunal. Is that okay? So under the LLP Act, what is appellant tribunal? National Company Law Appellant Tribunal. NCLAT is the appellant tribunal of your this one. Okay, next. What is financial year? That is so easy. Financial year is basically that's from 1st of April to the 31st of March. That is the financial year. And what is calendar year? Calendar year is also basically that start from 1st of January to 31st of December. This is your what? Calendar year. So please try to understand, try to revise all the concept. That is important. Okay, now next one. What is foreign limited liability partnership? Foreign. So foreign means that LLP which is registered outside India. That is called foreign LLP. See? Okay. Now, what is LLP? LLP means the partnership form and registered under the LLP Act 2008. This is the LLP. What is LLP agreement? Just like class, if we talk about the company have a memorandum of association, article of association, that is the important, right? If we talk about the partnership firm, in the partnership firm, partnership agreement, yeah, or you can say the partnership deed. What is this? Partnership deed is important document. Now, if we talk about the LLP, so LLP have a LLP agreement. Okay, LLP have a LLP agreement. So what is this? It is the written agreement between the partners of the LLP, and in which what is written? The mutual right and duties of the partners and the right and duties in relation to that LLP, that is given in the agreement. So guys, this is important point. Okay. Now, what is partner? So partner in LLP is basically any person. Okay. What is this? Any person who becomes a partner in the LLP in accordance with the LLP agreement. जो LLP agreement or whatever the name that is written in the LLP agreement, that is called partner. Important one. Okay. What is registrar? What is registrar? So registrar is basically a person appointed by the central government as a registrar. It means registrar include this one: additional registrar, joint registrar, deputy registrar, assistant registrar. So these are the things that's included in the registrar. C class. Okay, so this is the answer. Now, module D. So right now, guys, we have just done with the LLP. So just try to understand LLP, what we have read. Separate legal entity, just like company. LLP partners have a, suppose if any act, wrongful act is done by one partner. So for that wrongful act, other partners will be not liable, just like partnership. The partnership, this LLP will be liable. LLP also have a perpetual succession. So all these things we have already done. Okay. So now we are going to start the Information Technology Act. Okay. Now, Information Technology Act 2000. What is this? Information Technology Act, basically the cyber crime, and the next e-commerce. The cyber crime and the next is e-commerce, right? So these things deal with the information technology. We know that in the previous days, when there was a no mobile, no telephone, no laptop, no computer, we just basically deal with the telegram, etc. to communicate. But right now, we all are dependent upon the technology. Technology is no doubt giving us so much benefit, but there are certain drawback also. There are certain drawback also. See? So what are the drawbacks and how to prevent that drawbacks? We are learning the information technology. So in the information technology, the first thing is, what is access? What is this? Access. What is access? See, X person is there. X is using computer. Okay, and that computer is there in what? Suppose X is in India. Okay, now this Y person is there. He is also using computer, and this Y person is in USA. Y person is a very big hacker. So what he have done? Y person just hacked the computer and just theft all the important data that X person kept in his computer. So what is this? The person who is staying in USA, that's access on the computer of India. So this is called access. It means how we can reach. Done, guys. So under this, you can say access is basically what? With its grammatical variation and cognate expression, means gaining entry into and instructing and communicating with the logical, arithmetical, memory function resource of a computer, computer system and computer network. So this is the legal language of the term access. Okay, now next, what is appropriate government? Appropriate government, as you can easily see, that basically the state government and the central government. This is called appropriate government. The state government which make the law, okay, which make the law of the particular state, and the central government that make the law at the central level. What is written in this one? See, before explaining this point, guys, I would like to say Constitution of India 1950, that is a very important law which is known as the father of law also. So this Constitution of India contain articles, this contain schedule, and this contain what? Articles, schedule, and this contain your parts, right? So in schedule, if we talk about the 7th schedule, because that is written here in the 7th schedule, because total 12 schedules are there. So in the 7th schedule, central list, state list and concurrent list. In central list, only central government can make law. In state list, only state government can make law. In concurrent list, only state and center both can make a law. So under appropriate government, you can see that if I just tell you the conclusion, so state government as well as concurrent list, in both the list, the law can be made for the IT Act. Okay, so this subject matter is not only for the central, but it is for the state law also, because it may be possible some state use technology so much, some state not. So that's why. Okay, so this is your appropriate government. Okay, that is appropriate government. Next, what is asymmetric crypto system? Asymmetric crypto system is basically that private key and this is public key. What exactly the key do? Key is basically, you can say, suppose this is the computer, right? In the computer, suppose if I'm saying hi, so this he, that will first of all convert into the, this is the simple language convert into the computer language, this computer language then again convert into simple language, then it will be approach. Suppose he is there. Nikita ma'am is saying he and this is Arun. Nikita ma'am saying he to the Arun. So what is this? The process of converting the language simple into the computer language, this is the work of the key. So this also come in your exam about the private and public. So private key, you have to remember that is basically for the private, creating a digital signature, and public key, verify the digital signature. You have to remember this. You have to remember this one. Okay. Now, what is certifying authority? What is certifying authority? It means a person who has been granted a license to issue the certificate. Just like a normal certificate which is signed by the authenticate person. So that document become a legal document. Same thing, suppose if you people are just filling the CAIIB registration form. After this, the the admit card or whatever the document that is come, that will call as the certifying authority will sign, and after that will come in your hand. So this is the work of certifying authority. What is digital signature? The signature that you electronically sign, that is called digital. Certificate, same thing. Electronic form, that is online form. This is not a new thing. Okay, and what is private key? We have already done. Private key is used to create digital signature. Public key, that is verify the digital signature. So this is the, what is the objective of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act? The first one is to prevent the money laundering. Second is to provide for confiscation of property derived from or involved in money laundering. Provide for matter connected or incidental to the matter stated in A and B or all of the above. Tell me guys, which of the following is the right answer? Objective of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. What is the right answer? What is the right answer for this question? Yes guys. What is the right answer for this question? The objective of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. That is very simple, and we have already done in the Prevention of Money Laundering Act in the paid class that the actual definition is not defined of money laundering. Okay, actual definition. Tell me guys, what is the right answer? For this question, the objective of Preventive of Money Laundering Act is to prevent the money laundering. So for the first one, A will be the right answer here. For the first one, A will be the right answer here. Okay, A is the right answer. To prevent the money laundering, that's it. Now, what is money laundering? Whether it is civil offense, criminal offense, both and all of the above. So first of all, you have to understand between the what is civil offense and what is criminal offense. The basic difference between civil and criminal offenses: in the civil, the dispute is between party versus party. The dispute is between party versus party, right? And in the criminal case, the dispute is between state versus any criminal. That should be the case name. Because in criminal case, if it is the duty of the state to protect the people, so if any people injured in state, so it is the state responsibility to protect that person. So that's why in the criminal offenses, the one party should be the state versus criminal. In the civil cases, that generally happen with the property related, money related, and the husband-wife matter. That's come in the civil offenses. So that's why the party name will always be X versus Y, whatever. In civil cases, if the civil court want to give the punishment now, so the punishment will be always compensation, okay, compensation, and in this one, you can say the life imprisonment, jail, etc. in the criminal offenses. So now you have to tell me, guys, I have just given you the hint. What is the money laundering? It is a civil offense, criminal, both will be none of the above. What is the right answer? Yes, class, tell me. Just apply the common sense. In that question, the money laundering is always of criminal offense. So second, B is the right answer. Okay? Second one, B is the right answer. Next. The next question is, class, the process of money laundering involve 3 stages. So you have to tell me the correct stage. Placement, integration followed by layering. Placement, layering followed by integration. Layering, placement followed by integration. Layering, integration followed by placement. So what is the correct sequence of this one? What is the process of money laundering? So I'm just giving you a hint. Okay, guys. This is A person. A person have a black money. Okay. A person have a black money. This black money, he just transferred to his friend. His friend is suppose a bank manager. His friend is, class, suppose a bank manager. So if black money is converted, okay, this is the black money. So but obvious, A person is giving some percentage. That's why B is ready to convert it. Now what the bank manager is doing? Bank manager is he just distribute the money in the different account of the bank. And he is also giving this money to the foreign bank account. It means money is now just distributed here and there, right? So when he will do that thing, okay, so what will happen? In the first case, when he just placed, this is called placement. This is called, class, placement. When the bank manager is distributing the money, that is called layering. That is called layering. Okay. And after that layering, what will happen? After that layering, this money, suppose he just deposited in a company. Company is purchased. Company purchased with that money so much things, just like car, helicopter, etc. And when now this car, helicopter, bungalow is going to be in the sale process. So in the sale, whatever the money, in the sale of this property, whatever the money that is coming after sale, that is called white money. So the last process is, class, that is your integration. What is this? This is your integration. So this is the exact process of this one. Okay, this is the exact process of this one. So placement, layering, integration. So the right answer will be B. Third one, B is the right answer. Get it? Now, next question. Next question is class, the record of document evidencing identity of client and beneficial owner shall be maintained by a reporting entity for the period of dash after the business relationship between client and the reporting entity ended and the account has been closed, whichever is what? Tell me, class. A very good question. Yes, class. What will be the right answer? What will be the right answer here? The record of documents evidencing identity of clients and beneficial owner shall be maintained by the reporting entity for the period of. So how much time we have to record this one? Fourth one, B is the right answer. Okay. For the fourth one, B is the right answer. That is 5 year and whichever is later. Okay, so this is the right answer. Next question. Next question is class, the word person. I have told you now that definition is important from the examination point of view. So this person as defined under Prevention of Money Laundering Act includes what? Hindu undivided family, every artificial judicial person, association of person and body of individual, or all of the above. What is the right answer? This is called the definition question. So it is damn sure that from the definition portion, 5 to 10 question will come in your exam. 5 to 10 question will come in your exam. The person, Hindu undivided family, the family that is not distributed. At artificial, that is a company, because company have a separate legal existence. An association of person and all of the above. So for this question, guys, the right answer will be this D. D is the right answer. Okay, next. Which of the following is not prescribed in the provision of Prevention of Money Laundering Act? Seizure of property, attachment of property, confiscation of property, and life imprisonment. So which of the following is the right answer? Tell me. Not prescribed in the provision of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Tell me, guys. Yes, class. Seizure means basically, suppose the property is there. Now it is seized with the order of the court. Now you cannot touch your property. Attachment, the property is taken by the order of the court. Confiscation, same. Okay. Life imprisonment. So just apply the logic that whether the life imprisonment will be the punishment under the Prevention of Money Laundering, or we will just seize the properties. So for 6-1 class, D is not the exact answer. D will be not come under this one. Okay, this is the right answer. Next, 7th one. The delivery of goods by one person to another for some purpose upon a contract that they shall, when the purpose is accomplished, be returned and otherwise dispose upon the discretion of delivery upon the contract. What is called? Indemnity, bailment, contingent contract, or what? Tell me, class. Indemnity, that is given in section 124. Bailment, section 148. Contingent contract, that is given in section 31 to 36. Okay, and what is indemnity? Indemnity means loss is there, the loss will done, and the protection of loss will be there. The best example of indemnity is, guys, your insurance. All insurance example will come under the contract of indemnity. What is bailment? Bailment means, suppose if I just give my TV for repair, when the TV will repair, I will just take back my TV. What is this? This is called bailment. Okay. Contingent contract. A valid contract is depend upon uncertain future event. That is called contingent contract. Nikita ma'am will give new car to a person when my old car will be sold. So this new car I will give when my old car will be sold. So whenever my old car will be sold, I will give my new car. So this is called contingent. So this definition, the delivery of goods by one person to another for some purpose upon a contract that they shall be when the purpose is accomplished. So for the 7th one, the right answer is bailment. Bailment is the right answer for this question. Is that okay? Next. What is lien? Lien means to retain the goods in his possession, rights to sell the goods, right to purchase the goods, right to destroy the goods. What is the right answer? Lien. Suppose if I give my TV for repair, okay, and if I not give the price, so the shopkeeper have right to hold my property. So if any person have a right to hold my property, this is called lien. So lien is basically to retain the goods in the possession until the full payment is not done. So for the 8th one, A will be the right answer here. Okay, 8th one, A will be the right answer. Next. Next question is, in journal, all the followings are required for bailment except that the bailer must be in possession of goods. It means, what is the odd one? Bailee must intend to possess the goods. Bailee must return identical goods. Actual ownership of goods is necessary. So which of the following is the right answer? Do not forget to like the session and always see the recorded session if it is not possible for you people to see the session. So guys, for this one, as we know that in bailment, ownership is not transferred. So actual ownership of good is not necessary. This will be the right answer. Okay, next. The primary relationship between banker and customer start from the time when customer visit the bank, when customer open account, when customer visit the bank to make queries. Yeah, all of the above. What is the right answer for 10th one? What is the right answer for the 10th one? Tell me, guys. What is the right answer for the 10th one? The primary relationship between the banker and customer start from the time when customer visit the bank, when customer open the account. Any customer can visit the bank, he just come out. But when customer open the account, then the relationship between the banker and customer come into existence. So for the 10th one, B will be the right answer here. Okay, next. The right of set off customer account can be exercised only by the creditor, debtor, banker, customer. Right of set off, right of lien is the right of bank. So right to set off, tell me, customer account can be exercised only by what? So it can be only by the banker. So 11th one, C.